Hello friends, in the series on the income tax cases, today we will discuss a very important case on section 148. The name of the case is Prakash Krishan Avatar Bhardwaj versus Income Tax Officer and others, and this case has been reported in 451 ITR at page number 27. The matter has been decided by Bombay High Court and the date of the judgment is 9th January 2023. In this case, the proceedings under section 148 were initiated against the assessee. Notice under section 148A clause B was sent and then order under section 148A clause D was issued. In consequence to that, notice under section 148 was issued to the assessee, which was received by the assessee by speed post, and in that notice the signature of the assessee was not there, neither the digital signature nor the manual signature. The assessee filed the writ petition before the Bombay High Court that this notice is null and void and this notice should be quashed. The assessee was relying on three important judgments for his contention. The first case was that CIT versus Aparna Agency Private Limited 2004. The second case was that BK Goi versus CIT 1966. And the third case is Madhya Pradesh High Court in Umashankar Mishra versus CIT. In all these cases, the crux was that if the notice is issued without having signature, then that notice will be null and void. The department said that the case BK Goya versus CIT has been decided before introduction of section 292B, or in other words, section 292B, which gives protection to the department for small irregularities in the notice, was introduced after the decision in the famous case BK Goi versus CIT. But the court said that section 292B is there for the help of the department only for the small technical mistakes. But if the mistake is of such a magnitude that even the signature of the officer is not there, then that mistake cannot be termed as technical as per section 292B. The department was also relying upon two important judgments in its favor. The first is Skylight Hospitality LLP and the second case is CIT versus Anand and Company 1994. The first case, which was a Skylight Hospitality LLP, in that case, when the notice was issued to the assessee, on that notice the address was not proper or the address was not complete. So in that case, the court said that because of address non-completion in the notice cannot be termed as null and void. And in the second case, that is CIT versus Anand and Company, in that case, the assessee was contesting the notice on the ground that the signature on the notice is not proper. It was like a curved line. So in that case, the court was in the favor of the department and was saying that the signature is there, so the assessee cannot contest that whether the signature is proper or not. But the court said that in the present case, the situation is different. There is no signature at all. And the court also highlighted the provisions of section 282, which says that if any notice is sent to the assessee, then it should be as per the Code of Civil Procedures. And what the Code of Civil Procedure says, that if any summons is issued, then it should be signed by the judge or by the officer authorized by the judge. Because section 282 says that the notice would be treated as a summons as if it has been issued as per the procedures of Code of Civil Procedure. And Code of Civil Procedure says that the summons can be issued only with the signature. So as per the provisions of section 282 and the Code of Civil Procedure, the notice should be signed by the assessing officer. If it is not signed at all, whether it is digitally or manually, then it cannot be termed as a valid notice. Friends, this case is very important nowadays because it has been seen that because the department always gets awake only at the fag end of the limitation period, that it may happen that you have received the notice on which there is no signature at all. So this case can be very helpful to you. At the end of this video, once again I am repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is Prakash Krishan Avatar Bhardwaj versus Income Tax Officer, and this case has been reported in 451 ITR at page number 27. Thank you, friends.